Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On. So I'm sitting here with Magnus from Avalanche Studios. Magnus, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm Magnus Nedfors, game director at Avalanche Studios. I'm working on the fantastic game called Rage 2 at the moment.
Hooray! So we just got a chance to play a bit of Rage 2 and absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
The combat is crazy, it's insane. Could you tell us a little bit about the story and what we can expect?
Well, the story revolves around the main character of the game. The main character is Walker, and he's the last ranger of this world. So Walker is brought up in an isolated place called Vineland. In the beginning of the game, the old enemy from the first Rage game appears again. The Authority is back. They destroy Vineland, and Walker needs to go out in the world and find some resistance fighters from the Authority war. So it's non-linear storytelling. You can go anywhere you want in the beginning of the game. You need to find these people, work with them to rebuild the resistance so you can defeat the Authority once.
Okay, so you touched on a bit of the first Rage. Are new players coming in, are they going to struggle if they haven't played the first one, or can you go in totally blind and it's okay?
It's absolutely okay to pick up this game. I recommend everybody to play the first game because I think it's a great game.
Yeah.
So do it because of that, but it's not needed to play Rage 2. You will learn how the backstory of the world since the first game within the Rage 2. So Walker, it's a kind of a unique difference from the first game that Walker actually has a voice. Okay. So he will communicate with NPCs in the world and so on, and that story that will be told between those persons will fill you in with everything that you need to know to play this game.
Okay, so Rage 2, this is a very broad question, but what's new? What can we expect which is new?
What's new?
Yeah.
Well, it's the unique combination of the knowledge from Avalanche Studios with our open world game type of gameplay, and combining that with the first-person shooter experience that id Software has done so successfully over the years. Both companies has always loved over-the-top action games, and we felt from the beginning that we should be able to combine these two different styles of games into one type of game, and we all believe that we have succeeded, and seeing players playing a game, so far it looks like that's true. So it's the combination of that style, combining exploration, car combat, just having a fun, crazy experience in an open world while shooting the head off a lot of different enemies.
Is there any specific gameplay mechanics that you're super proud of that you think is super really fun?
Well, I would say we're super happy with we have a twist on the first-person shooting, we call it nanotroid abilities. So we have a full range of different type of weapons. All of them is upgradable and so on, but we also have some special powers that you will learn over the course of the game. So we have seen a couple of them in the videos that we have released now. One that is called Shatter, where you just push stuff around in the world. You have another one where you jump up into the air and you slam down into the ground. You send enemies flying in every kind of direction and so on. And we have a couple of more that we haven't showed yet. And that is the type of toys that we like to give the player to just play around with the physics-driven gameplay that we have in the game.
And what was it like working with it compared to what you usually create?
Well, it's been fantastic because I don't know, almost from day one we found the love for the same craziness. So it's been really good to work with. The game is primarily made in Stockholm, but we have a super good connection together with it. And when we started out to bring in the first-person shooter action into our engine called Apex, the support we got from the id people was tremendous. They had their all the learnings they have done over all these years. They could tell us and don't make this mistake in the beginning, don't make that mistake in the beginning, a little bit more like this, and you will march forward so much sooner. Having their animators, their sound guys, their weapon designers, just to make sure that we were on the right track in the areas that we were a little bit not as experienced with. So that's been super good.
Okay, great. So, so if there's Xbox gamers out there who have obviously seen at E3 the Rage 2 trailers and everything, and they're thinking, oh, that looks good, but I'm not sure. What would you say to make them be like, this is a game you need to pick up?
Well, again, it's a unique experience, I think, compared to other games, and that's kind of rare these days. Of course, there's other open world shooters out there, but this is more exaggerated in so many ways. If you look at the colors, the colorful landscape, like we have created something that we call the post-apocalyptic world, where it's not about struggling to find food or water. Society is on the rise. So like the whole setting of the world is different in my mind compared to other post-apocalyptic games. So that's a unique setting, a unique story. A lot of crazy enemy types, like we have several different factions. We have revealed the Goon Squad so far, but there will be more of that. So explosive, crazy action.
Sounds amazing. And can we get a release date for Xbox One?
Well, not a date.
We get a vague.
A vague answer is the official answer currently is the spring of 2019.
Spring 2019, perfect. Thank you, Magnus, so much for chatting us today.
My pleasure to show it.
Loved playing it today. Can't wait for it to come out and get totally lost in that insane, chaotic world. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what you think about Rage 2, if you're excited, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!